Look at him.
Yeah, Mario is pretty cool.
Our $25 fur ball of joy.
It's true though. He's the
best $25 we've ever spent.
He was only $25.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. How? Gosh. I mean, and I really thought there was like a catch or something, you know? It's like, there's
a catch.
What problems am I going to have to deal with? You know, is he like clawing everything? Is he going to poop or pee everywhere? It's just like,
He's even a good traveler. We're talking about our cat, by the way. We're staring at him and admiring his beautiful fur.
He does have a lot of cat fur. I really want to get him shaved. I want to see how many pesos it's going to cost.
Yeah.
I was walking, there's a vet right down the road. Maybe they do some cat shaves. I might do that after this show. Just walk down there and see.
All right.
How much it'll cost. I'm hoping it's, that'd be cool for $20.
Yeah.
Shave your cat.
Yeah. Give him a good haircut. It doesn't hurt him to shave it.
No. He'll probably feel 10 pounds lighter. Yeah, he's probably never had a haircut in his life, so
probably never.
Rescue Cat 101.
Yeah.
No, we love Mariano, and we kept his name from the vet. That was good too.
Yeah, it's fitting.
Yeah, but I mean, he is the real estate cat. I always was told, if you want to do better, get a pet and then brand your pet towards your business.
We have been told that.
I'm serious. I've seen lots of pet owners do that. I've seen dog owners especially.
Like with really unique looking dogs, usually that's what it is.
Yeah, they'll put like little towels around them, backpacks, blankets, whatever in the winter. And then when you're at the dog park, boom.
We got to buy him a real broker shirt that matches us.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So what's the topic today, Mariah? I'm going to sit here and spill some tea with you. We just cleaned up and made some pancakes and did my morning walk.
Yeah. So we're drinking our coffee together. So grab yours. Grab your morning cup of coffee. Cheers. Cheers to
morning
you guys.
Morning coffee. I'm in our town, it says. Look at that cup. That's a nice cup.
Okay. So today we are going to have a little chit-chat conversation about building your business around your life. No. Yeah, building your business around your life.
I was scared
I was going to say it wrong. Instead of building your life around your business.
Building your business around your life?
Yes.
Okay.
Instead of building your life around your business. Because
building your business
this is something I really feel as though we have done a very good job at. I know I've heard, and not just, we did do an episode a while back, not that long ago, but you can find it in the archives, where we talked about ways that we pull away, some things we do to prepare our business to be gone for a while, and how we keep it running and successfully continue to generate income through our business while we are gone. This is not that, because most of the time we are at home running our business, but we still build our life around our business instead of build our business around our life. No, build our business around our life instead of build our life around our business. Yeah. However, here's the thing is, I've had a lot of people mention to me like, oh yeah, well, you guys are in real estate, so that's why you guys have such a flexible life. But if you are actually in real estate, this does not happen by default. If you are an agent, this is the polar opposite of how it is for most real estate agents. This does not just happen. I believe, been really intentional to run our business and life this way. So that's just what our conversation is going to be around. Like, how do we and how can we continue to build our business around our life?
Okay, so I actually watched a documentary. Sorry if you don't like it, but it's on Netflix. It's the Murdoch family. Mariah probably. Do you know who the Murdoch family is? Okay. No. So I heard throughout this documentary, I mean, who knows what side of the story it's on. It seems pretty negative towards him and the family, but I think the man's a brilliant guy. Great family. I don't know anything about him personally, but from what I can see and listen to is there's a generational thing of business ownership, and this has nothing to do with real estate. For a second, just hear me out. So they mentioned this where there's a 3-generation thing. So the first is the founder, the second is more like the builder, the doer, and then the third, they kind of just live off, and sometimes that's where things kind of drop off on the business side of things in the wealth. But the whole point is we are kind of in our family the only realtors, the only people that are in the real estate side of things. Now, generationally, I know on Mariah's side, I mean, your grandpa, for instance, he had his broker's license. He probably did a couple deals, who knows, but he wasn't like that full-time realtor and agent.
He had other businesses. Yeah.
So the investment side. So what Mariah and I really want to do and focus on is like sharing our business, our model, which is a family-based oriented business, to our daughter and with each other, because we only get this one life. And I know early on, Mariah and I, we chose each other very, very young. I was 15 years old. She was 15 probably too as well when we started dating. And look at us now. We are both in our 29th year of life. Yeah, here in about 3 months, 4 months. So I'm still 28. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But we really, really enjoy each other. So the point of that is, though, we want to put a stamp of approval on what we're doing right now, of what we're setting up generationally. I would consider myself to be the first generation of entrepreneurship on my side of the family. So Mariah inherited the Crawford's name. Astrid's got the Crawford's name. Now, my grandparents, they did real estate wise, but it was more of a very, very individual. It wasn't really working with family type of stuff.
And they weren't agents, to clarify. They did buy houses.
Yeah, they were in the rental businesses.
Agents. Yeah.
Rental, and then anywhere else they could, do work and make a buck. I mean, they did. So they were very, very successful in their own right. But for what we're doing and the way we structure our life, I am just very, very grateful. And it's partly because of how we operate, and whether we don't spend enough hours or too many hours in particular things, it's for us to make adjustments and be together with it.
That's really, really well said. I would think the first thing that just keeps coming to my mind as far as running your business around your life goes, or running your business around your life, is just have fun. Making it fun. And it can be. That's the beautiful thing about this business. Literally every part of it can be so fun if we stop taking it so seriously. Let me just give a small example. Not too long ago, a first-time buyer couple reached out to us. They have, family, kids, and we know them, but have probably never had a conversation with them. Acquaintances, you know what I mean? People we know of. And they asked us, hey, can we hop on the phone with you guys at some point and get some questions answered about the buying process? And instead of doing that, we said, come over and let's make you and your kids dinner, and let's all hang out, and we can all have dinner together, and we can talk about it. Like, it's just so much fun if you make it fun, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you can blend all of this together.
Yes,
business, life, it's fun. It's way more fun doing it that way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think if you go in with business with like less expectations of what somebody's willing to give you in order for you to give them energy, I think if you are just doing the right things and being a good person, being hospitable, and just really sharing your life, not like personal details with clients and stuff, but like be authentic. I think that's a really good word to say, is the authenticity of your personality, yourself, your family, and just so everybody can gain this picture, because the longer you're in this business, the more you're going to see more fakes, the more you're going to see people just out to make a quick buck, and then where are they at in 5 years from now? I never really looked at real estate as a get rich quick type scheme.
It's a long-term thing.
There's a lot of people though in business in general, not even in the real estate industry, are like, hey, how can I make a quick buck? And that just might mean this generation. I know everything's just in front of us. It's right now. I mean, my daughter doesn't even know what it's like to watch a TV commercial. Like, to me, that's crazy. We go to a hotel room and she sees commercials for the first time and she's
like, why can't I skip this? Can you skip the ad? And we're like, you can't skip the ad.
Right. And it's like only in a hotel room, right?
No, only time she's ever experienced it.
Cable. We don't have cable or really watch much TV at home.
Nowadays.
We do YouTube.
Yeah, maybe they do.
But it's just a wild world.
Yeah,
that we live in. But the one thing that is crucial in Mariah and I, we talk about this a lot, is it takes money to live here, guys. And whether you're living frugally or just extravagantly, I mean, I've spent too much money at times. I'll admit that. But then when you need to pull back, you pull back and see what is really in front of you, because that's what's needed at this time, in this era in your life. Where's your bank account at? Those type of things. And so when you incorporate your business with your lifestyle, you have decisions to make every day. I know Mariah calls me up and wants to do soccer or do this type of school or go to this class or buy this database type thing to market with.
I have lots of ideas.
I mean, it's kind of never ending, but what's really nice is you can really make educated decisions though. Not just like what's going to make me a quick buck now, but hey, what's 8, 9, 10 months from now? Because we don't look at this real estate game as a 3-month course. It's more of a lifestyle for us. So if I can see it generating income over the next 8, 9 months, I'll probably invest in it. Yeah. Sure. That's a
good way to look at things. Another thing that comes to mind along the topic of building your life around your business instead of building your business around your life instead of building your life around your business is the book, The 4-Hour Workweek. I know you haven't
touched on this a long time ago.
We've touched on it before, but
I've glanced at it. I've never read cover to cover.
I've read it cover to cover.
I did Spark Notes
at least 8 times. I don't know. I first read it when I was 18, and it was very impactful to me as an 18-year-old the first time I read it. Now, the guy who wrote this book is not in real estate. However, many of the things that he talks about in this book can be directly applied to real estate. And I have directly applied a lot of the things in this book to our real estate
Give us
business.
Some ideas. What things have you applied? Just because I haven't read the book cover to cover.
One of the things he talks about is instead of, I won't get into this because this is like a whole tangent. We could go off on the concept of retirement and
you're on a 2-minute clock. 2-minute clock.
Okay, but he talks about instead of like living your life to wait for this someday when you're old and you can retire, whatever, like travel the world, finally have freedom, but set up your life so you can have mini retirements whenever you want all throughout the year, every year. And that's something I feel like we, like a month here, 3 months here. And that's what he talks about. And that's a very realistic way that you can set up your business. But other than that, just like the day to day, here's a small example. Answering in batches. He only checks his email. Okay, now this part is not realistic.
That's hard for
real estate agents. He only checks his email once a week. And he says, there's no emergencies. You do not need me. Now, as realtors, we cannot check our email once a week. However, we do not need to be living in our inbox, checking it all day long. We can still check it in batches. Let's just say morning, noon, and afternoon. You could do this with your text messages, your notifications, your DMs, all of this. Instead of having to feel glued to your phone, responding to every single person, check everything, get back to everybody, all your emails, everything, and then set your phone away. And then at noon, do it again. And then at, 7 p.m. before bed, whatever, do it again. Like that whole, like doing it in batches is very much a applicable thing if you adjust it to our real estate career. That's one little, tidbit.
I can see that for sure.
What are some other ways that you would say that we run our business in this way to where it is a real estate life?
One thing that I want to do better at is not the ways of prospecting, but to be more community connected.
Yeah.
I don't really do many events and those type of things. I know Mariah definitely wants to do more of that.
Yeah.
I just feel like creating a lifestyle around your real estate business, there's good agents that do that very, very well. We've never really gotten into the whole event promotion. Now, I kind of look at that as more charitable, more giving type of things, but it depends if you're just doing like other realtors or just like client-based events too, because that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get to is I wish we actually hosted more like 5 to 7 people, 5 to 7 families, those type of things, those type of events.
Yeah.
And then we incorporate a little bit of our business and why we do it, but then the community side of things. I do think that's pretty important.
I think one of my favorite things about this business and one of the ways that you can easily build your business around your life is, like I mentioned earlier, having fun, make it enjoyable. And along those lines there are a million ways to get business. You don't have to choose the way that sounds horrible to you. For example, I know an agent who I've been chatting with who lives in a beach town in California, and her goal is to create community. She's part of a specific community and culture in that area, and she wants to, like you mentioned, host frequent events and just be creating this big sense of community consistently in that area. And that is one of her ways that she's generating business. It's fun. She enjoys it. She's social. She gets to help other people because she's cultivating community. Like the way that you get business can be fun. And if it's not fun, you can make it more fun. But that's one of the beautiful things about this business and kind of just building it around your life.
Yeah. It is really fun when, like, for instance, I'm coaching or even playing baseball. I did a league this summer in softball. It wasn't to get business by any means, but it was like people that I hadn't seen in quite some time, or just in weekly passings when they say, hey, Spencer, dude, I see you online. I see the real estate. I see what you're doing. I just love how that becomes not like an identity, but it's where, like, you go to school and you see a teacher, right? Like, they're a teacher. So, hey, how's class? How's the subject? It's like nice people asking me about my workplace because I don't technically have like that direct office or that setting that I'm tied down to. So to me, that is somewhat refreshing, even though for some people that's not anything unusual. But I always think it's pretty cool when people recognize you as a realtor broker.
Yes, and it's also a way to be generating business, which is essentially generating income while doing something you enjoy. You're out there playing a game that you have fun doing, and you're potentially, that's not why you're doing it, but it's just all these little things that you can do in your life that can potentially bring you business, and you can enjoy doing them at the same time.
Business too, though, for me, I've talked about it. In order to be a good realtor, my words today, a good realtor, real estate agent, is kind of that personal attribute, I would say. There's something about me when I'm generating and creating a deal, a really good deal, especially writing an offer, for instance. How quick can I write an offer? Those type of things just like really like fuel me, and I think it's like a dopamine hit, to be honest.
It is.
And it's like chasing your next deal, right? Even though you're helping somebody along the way, there is this personal thing when it comes to structuring a real estate contract or even creating something that is outside of the box. And one thing that is unique about myself, when I am structuring a real estate deal, especially when we're competing against another party, is how different can we look? And it might look like it's the same thing, but it's really not. You're getting an actually better deal if you're a buyer even. So that to me just really makes it fun, but it's more of a personality trait too. Like I'm just chasing, and like it's that competitive drive in me of winning too. And I get to incorporate that in my business. So there's that identity side to a personality trait that you can influence and conduct your business within.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, I'm going to kind of just rapid fire a few notes that I have, and you can jump in and add
Please do.
Whatever you have to add before we end today's show. So a few other ways that you can run your business this way is, one, ruthlessly eliminate fake work. What do I mean by fake work? Things that feel productive, but they're not actually the most dollar producing.
That's big, guys. That's really big.
Constant social media usage, website updates. Those are just a couple examples. Constant website updates. Those little things that you do and you're like, oh, I feel productive, but you were kind of just spinning your wheels.
Does your website get leads or not?
No,
Make sure you have a lead capture. That's it. Set it, forget it.
Yes. Systemize anything repeatable. We have so many systems. I know for me, let's just do a small example. A lead reaches out. We have a, campaign we're going to put them on, and they're going to be getting consistent emails from us, whether they're buyers or sellers, geared toward whatever they might be needing, giving them tips if they're buying or they're selling. Just a small example. Build income in your real estate business that doesn't rely 100% on you. Real Broker, we won't go into this, but they do give you a handful of ways to do this that can really, really affect your life and how you run your business. Think And another way, honestly, to do that besides that is to think, referrals, in and out of other markets. Is there a way that you can generate referrals or cats?
He was just biting my toes.
Yeah. He wants to play.
Playfully.
Yeah. Think referrals in and out of other markets. Is there a way that you can generate referrals and get some referral fees, pass referrals on to other agents? Is there a way you can leverage some showing agents? So you can be just like we're here we've paid agents. I have to show properties for us, but we're here writing the offers, negotiating, doing everything else, handling everything else from here. What other things can you scale? Courses, guides, if that fits your vibe and what you're doing in your real estate business, of course. The next thing you can do is redefine success. This is a big one. If success equals more deals, you'll always feel behind. I was stuck in that mindset for a really long time. But if success equals an aligned life and enough income, then you win. I really believe that. Build an ideal week before your workload. Start with your non-negotiables. I know every week before the week starts, I'm going to be looking at the week and going, okay, where can I add in my prospecting and marketing times? And where can I add in other things that are important to me, but they're not, you know what I mean? Important life things, but they're not work things that I need to schedule in ahead of time. Like certain play dates for our child, or doing this thing over here, seeing a friend. Like, what other things can you add into your schedule before the week even starts to make sure that they happen? That was everything I had.
See, this is why I love you. You know, you write it down, and you actually, Mariah actually lives that way too.
I live by my schedule.
I know. I do. Monday through Friday, she's usually sending me some type of calendar, an event, an invite. How often do I really look at it?
Do you use your calendar? Do you have a calendar?
Yeah, I get alerts on my calendar, of course. But I usually only say I'm on the phone or something, or a text comes in, I got a showing to do. I'll do, hey Siri, put it in my calendar, and then that's where I get the alert when it's time, right? So that's what I use my calendar for, and it's really quick. But all the other stuff, it's fun to get invites for too. Mariah, she definitely
love all my calendar invites.
But man, dude, this is so awesome. This is so great, guys. Real estate's a really fun game, and I keep saying game today because it is. It's a game, and it's one of those things where it seems like in order to live, you got to have a roof over your head. Sometimes I remind myself on my walks, even when we're at home, is there are so many houses. There's so many houses around me. How could I not sell just 4 or 5 or 10 of them? How could I not? Yeah. And that's what really encourages me and influences me to keep going if I'm ever down at like a low period. Yeah. Because it comes in waves. You can get so much rejection in this business. You can say, man, this place is hard.
It's true.
I don't know how to keep going.
It's true.
Okay. And I'm just trying to be honest with you. And if you're there, I've been there, and you got to just realize out of 1 of 100, that's 1%, guys. That's 1%.
It's true.
You can definitely go and conduct business in that manner. Okay. So just think about that and encourage yourself to have more conversations and influence that to become a daily part of your lifestyle. I really think that's important, is creating some type of real estate conversation included into your lifestyle. That's key.
I agree. So Spencer, where can both a buyer or seller, if someone wants to work with us in that aspect, find us? Where can an agent find us if they either have a client needing an agent in Oregon? We'd love to help your people and send you a referral fee. Or if they're an agent that's like, hey, I hear you sponsor and mentor brokers at Real Broker. What does that look like? How can I get more information? Either way, where can both buyers find us and where can agents find us?
Yeah, guys, we mentioned in the show earlier, don't spend too much time on your website, but I really think a good website that captures leads, captures people coming in, sending me alerts and directions, that is where you need to go. You can find me at VetrisCrawfordRealty.com. That is VetrisCrawfordRealty.com. Don't forget, Vetris is spelled Vettrus, Crawford, CRAWFORD, Realty.com. As soon as you put in your information, I get an alert through email and text, and I reach out usually within that like minute or 2 minutes. So that's where, and you can actually put a little note, like if you're a realtor, hey, I'm a realtor looking for a real broker. Hey, I'm a buyer, I'm a seller, and it It's very, very simple and easy.
Yeah. Or you can also, especially if you're a realtor, this is usually the route that they go, is just shoot us an email. Our email is in the description. So be sure to check out the description of this video for more information. And we'll see you guys next time.